Welcome, folks, to Good Night Canada. Our co-host,
Marvel Rollers.
and I'm George Stavopoulos.
Let's turn it over to Teresa for an update on the hurricane.
Don't make unnecessary journeys. Don't take risks on treacherous roads. And don't swim in the sea. Incredibly, people have been spotted in the water here in Blackrock and Salt Hill both today and yesterday.
Oh, God. How could the stop sign hit her? Stop signs don't even move. Tragedy and sad moment for friends and family.
Sad that she has to come to work tomorrow, too.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Next segment, we're gonna go to Dr. White
Yeah,
on how to
and-
teach the Heimlich maneuver for people who get hit with stop signs.
And choke on things a lot. So yeah, respiratory system.
What to do when someone's choking? Say you and your friend are in a restaurant and they start choking. We're gonna use my friend Mr. Bones here for an example. First you ask, are you okay? If you are around other people, you want to get them to help, and you don't want to attack them. So I'm going to go behind him, and you want to press your pinky finger around his belly button, and then you roll up your fist, and put your thumb right above them. Then you want to lift and pull, and that should release them.
And now we're going to tell you about the weather of this day, but 1 year ago actually. So it was about 65 degrees. James, shut up! I'm in the middle of talking. Shut up, man! Shut up!
No, like you! The camera!
Camera, no! Hello, Gabe. Do you have any respiratory problems in the past?
Yeah, I have asthma. I've had a history of asthma. It's a disorder that causes wheezing, coughing, and like shortness of breath. So like when I breathe, the air goes down my mouth into this like tube, called a windpipe, and then the tube breaks apart into like bronchial tubes. The air goes down the tubes, filling up the lungs, which is what's supposed to happen. But for me, when I have asthma, the muscles surrounding the bronchioles start to constrict so much that the air has difficulty reaching the lungs. So it's a very serious problem.
Oh, well, if you have asthma, you might need a new one of these. It's an inhaler for when you have asthma.
Should it help?
Helps the air get out.
Thank you. That helped.
This asthma attack might be cured, but I think you're going to need to see a breathing doctor.
Hi, Gabe. Dr. Gregory told me a lot about how you have been having troubles breathing and with your asthma and all that. So I know you're on the track team, and I'm going to try to help you out with some breathing lessons. And it has a lot to do with athletic performance and things like that. So anyway, the way you breathe has a lot to do with your athletic performance as well as the quality of life. Breathing powerfully affects every system in your body: cardiovascular, nervous, endocrine, lymph, immune, digestive, and most of all, the respiratory system. Breathing properly can decrease stress and muscle tension, calm your nerves, sharpen your focus, minimize negative and distracting thoughts, reduce tiredness, and promote stamina. Unfortunately, proper breathing is often an overlooked component of athletic training. Slow, rhythmic, diaphragmatic breathing gives you a feeling of relaxed energy. During times of stress, like before the start of a race, before a test, notice any tension in your shoulders, neck, or jaw. Try to relax these areas and visualize your breathing flowing into and out of the deepest part of your lungs. After the race, or any time you would like to reduce tension and stress and enter into a calmer state of mind and body, shift into slow abdominal breathing for a minute or two. Eventually, breathing with your diaphragm instead of your chest will become natural as breathing. And this will help you a lot with your athletics on the track team and get you to run better and longer and have much more stamina, and you will not be tired. So breathing is a very key part of your life.
Thank you. I will take this into my consideration. Next time I run a track meet or anything athletic, I will make sure I do that.
The human respiratory system is a series of organs responsible for taking in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. The human body needs oxygen to sustain itself. The pharynx prevents entry from food into the windpipe. Lungs are the main place where respiration occurs. The trachea, or windpipe, emerges from below the larynx and goes down below the neck. Larynx is also called the voice box or Adam's apple. It is the part which rises and falls when one swallows food. It produces sound as air passes through the hollow in the middle. The nose prevents any entry of dust particles. These dust particles could be very deadly. Bronchi. The trachea divides into two tubes called bronchi, which enters each lung respectively. Circulatory system works well with the respiratory system to make sure that oxygen-rich blood can flow through your body. That is, your respiratory system supports your circulatory system with air, or more especially oxygen, which is sent to relative organs via arteries. Then the veins carry the deoxygenated blood to the heart so it can be replenished.
Now for some fidget spinner tricks. Without the skeletal system, the upper respiratory tract would have no structure at all and would be nothing but soft tissues. There's a long perpendicular plate that is on the ethmoid, which helps to keep the nasal cavity into two sides. This plate creates the septum and the nasal passageways.
When we breathe, oxygen goes into our body. 2,000 gallons of circulating blood travels through our bodies through an estimated 60,000 miles of blood vessels, which link all the cells and organs of our body. This happens every single day. When you breathe air in through your mouth or nose, it goes down through the windpipe into the bronchial tubes, and after that the oxygen surrounds the blood vessels, and the vessels help move the oxygen from the air sacs to the blood. When you are breathing out, the diaphragm relaxes and moves upward into the chest cavity. The intercostal muscles between the ribs also relax to reduce the space in the chest cavity. After that, the carbon dioxide is forced out of your lungs and then out of your nose or mouth.
That's a wrap, folks. Thank you for watching the respiratory system section. And
as always, good night,
Canada!